Hola amigos, bienvenidos a nuestro show de español. Hoy nosotros aprenderemos sobre el presente progresivo.
The present progressive is used when expressing ongoing actions. It is indicated in English by the ing ending. An example in English is I am running. The action is started but is not stopped, therefore it is ongoing. In this video we will learn to use el presente progresivo using the verb estar and the present progressive endings.
Sí, hice mi tarea. Sí, hice mi cama. Sí, tomé mi medicación. Sí, Martina está aquí. Él come. ¿Estás loco?
¿Por qué no usaste el presente progresivo?
¿El presente progresivo qué es?
Es otra manera para describir acciones en el presente.
Ok, ¿puedes enseñarme sobre el presente progresivo?
First, conjugate the verb estar according to the subject. When you conjugate estar, it must be conjugated in the present tense indicative form. Next, we must form the present participle. For example, verbs with the ending ar, you remove the ar ending and add the ending ando. For the verbs with er, ir endings, remove those endings and add the endings iendo. Finally, combine your conjugated verb estar with the present participle and you're done.
Here are a few examples. In order to say you are swimming, first conjugate estar to the subject, you in this case. Then change nadar to a present participle. Drop the ar ending and add the ending ando. Add it after the conjugated estar verb and you have el presente progresivo. If you did it right, it should sound like estás nadar.
To form an er or an ir verb such as escribir in the present progressive, you conjugate it just like using ar verbs. First, conjugate estar accordingly to the subject. Next, we must form the present participle. To form the present participle, drop the er, ir ending and add the ending iendo.
Here are a few examples you can try. Conjugate the verbs into the present progressive using the subject. Hablar would be estoy hablando. Escribir would be están escribiendo. Aprender would be estás aprendiendo. The present participle never changes to match the subject sentence. Common mistakes are to change a present participle in a sentence like María está comiendo to María está comienda. Also, be sure not to change the past participle to plural even if the subject is plural.
Yo sé usar el presente progresivo. Puedo decir todo en el presente progresivo. Ese carro está conduciendo. Ese hombre está cortando su césped. Mi familia está durmiendo.
¿Eres estúpido? El participio presente nunca cambia.
Ok, así el participio presente es durmiendo.
No, Jordan. Algunos de los participios presentes son irregulares.
When forming the present progressive, be careful. There are a few irregulars. Some verbs have stem changes. For example, repetir changes from e to I. So its present participle would not be repetiendo, it would be repitiendo. Some stem changes happen from O to U, such as for the verb dormir. Instead of durmiendo, the present participle would be durmiendo.
If you take off the er or ir ending of a verb and a vowel is still left, the ending may change from iendo to yendo. For example, when er is taken off the verb caer, the last letter is a vowel. For this verb, you must add yendo, making the present participle cayendo. Other cases of this are the verbs construir, deir, and oír.
When turning ir into a present participle, it's irregular. You drop the ir ending and you're left with nothing. So now just add the yendo. Reír is also irregular. Drop the eir ending and add the ending iendo. So the present participle of reír is riendo. Ar verbs never have any irregulars.
To turn a reflexive verb into a present participle, form it normally and add the reflexive pronoun. For example, to turn caerse into a present participle, form its normal participle, cayendo. Then, add the reflexive pronoun to make it cayéndose. Make sure the pronoun matches the subject. If your subject is tú, the present participle should be cayéndote. Now add an accent 2 syllables from the back of the participle, excluding the reflexive pronoun. It should look like this. Don't forget to add a conjugated estar verb before the participle. Remember that the pronoun should match the subject or the subjects.
Here are some more examples. Conjugate these in the present progressive. Oír would be nosotros estamos oyendo. Construir would be ella está construyendo. Bañarse would be ellos están bañándose.
Another way to form the present progressive with a reflexive verb is to place the personal pronoun before the conjugated verb of estar. Caerse would become te estás cayendo.
Estoy caminando fuera la puerta. Esa ciclista está montando en la bicicleta. El perro está corriendo. Ellos están yendo al parque. Estoy siguiendo la acera. Andrés está desayunándose.
Está desayunándose. Está desayunándose. Está desayunándose.
La manera correcta es Andrés se está desayunando.
No hay dos métodos para añadir un pronombre reflexivo.
Buen trabajo, sabes el presente progresivo.
Today, we'll be talking about the present progressive. Once you know how to use it, oh how it can be quite festive. In English, it is characterized by the ending ing, and it will be used with the verb estar, which means to be. We form the present progressive in a specific way. We may be hardcore ballers, but no, we still do not play. Conjugate estar in the present indicative. It must agree with the subject it describes, otherwise you may not live. Now, onto the present participle. Any verb can be used, even if it may be though. Drop the iron at the appropriate ending. Now you're done. This participle is no longer pending.
We got them reflexes. There are two ways to use them in case you gotta get tested. Just never ever lose them. This will make you a legend. Alright, sit down and listen to my lesson, cause you are present in my session. As long as you listen to what I say, you should not just be on your way. The first way is easy so far. All you have to do is use the verb estar. You change it to the present tense. Take another verb, por ejemplo. We'll use the verb tomar. Change it to the present participle. It should look something like this. Estoy tomando. It's very simple. Then add a reflexive pronoun. Me, te, se, nos, os. Write it down. Make sure to add it to the end, because if you don't, then you're not doing what I said. Estoy tomando me. Have this down, you will do great. Don't forget to study up, because there is a second way. Second way is not all that difficult. If you don't do this right, it could be critical. It's the same as the first. I don't mean to be blunt, but you put the pronoun in front. Me estoy tomando. Masterness is like winning the lotto. This rap is to teach you the present progressive. Have this in your head in case you are to get tested. Don't hesitate, concentrate, and you will get an A.
To say what's happening at the moment, use the following two components in Spanish 3. You should know it, it's on the screen and it's color coded. You know the basics, but try and face it, you're not the best. It's crucial place, we'll keep it simple, we'll break it down. But to learn irregulars, take some patience. First up, stem changes, one letter, not complicated. E to I, O to U, that's all it is, don't get aggravated. Diciendo, durmiendo, pidiendo, muriendo. Change one letter, get the memo, you can ace test what it's info. Last type, orthographic, memorize, no need to graphic. Caer, oír, traer, they all have it. This type's a little different though. There's one change you gotta undergo. To paint the picture like Van Gogh, all you gotta do is add Yendo. Do it right, you make bank deposits. Only study light, you're the one who caused it to failure grade. You're the one who made it go down the drain and come out the faucet. Yendo is a form of ear. No other than you're in the clear. You're taking off with no landing gear. Just persevere like an engineer.
I am teaching, I am rapping. That's the present progressive. It's easy, it's impressive. You got it pat down. Let's make it sound. A quick review. Let's see how you do. Por ejemplo, estoy leyendo, estoy durmiendo, estoy corriendo. It's the ing of Espanol. We use it a lot and now it's been taught. Present progressive.
Sometimes I just look at the horizon and I just dream of